Hey, how's everyone doing? This is Oz from Oz Mechanics, and today we're going to be talking about how to change out your control arm bushings. So basically, if you're short on cash and you don't want to buy this whole chunk of metal right here, I'll show you how to change out these little parts and save you a little bit of cash. Alright, so in this video we're going to be changing out the bushings. Like on this control arm right here, this is a two-part control arm. So there's basically two parts to this one. You have one part right here that's holding the bushings, and then you have another part right here that you can see the nuts right here. You can actually take it off, and this is what has the actual ball joint. The customer replaced the ball joint at another shop, and right now what they want to do, they want to change out the bushings on this. This is a good part. It doesn't mess up, so the only things that you need to change out are going to be the bushings. So as you can tell, this bushing is nice and firm, and this is the one that's actually bad. I can move it around, turn it, makes a nasty squealing noise. So to change out these bushings, what you're going to need, of course, your bushings. And I went with the Moog brand right here. This one came in the pair, so this is nice and good. So we just had to buy one package, and it came with that. And from there, you're gonna need well, this is a ball joint press, and this is a Matco one, so, or Mac Tools. So what you're gonna do, we're gonna get our tool, and we're actually gonna press out these bushings from here. But before you start just pressing them out and just jumping into it, as you can see, there's a little gap right here. There's a gap right there and gap here. And what I want to do, the way I take them off is the way I want to put them back in. So that little gap right there, what I'm going to use to verify that this is going to be straight up, I actually found this right here. It's just a little tool that I have. And I was looking for it, so it is, and this right here is basically the right fitting. So you can find anything that has the width of that, of right here, and try to put it there so you can use it as a reference. So now we know when we're going to press our new one on there, that's the farthest that we're going to get it to. Now we're going to start pressing it out, and remember, like I said, we're going to use our ball joint press, and I'm going to use impact gun for that one too. If you don't have an impact gun, you're going to be struggling, but you just need like I would say a 1/2 inch wrench right there, and try to take it off. Alright, so to start taking this off, I'm gonna show you this part. As you can see, this part is basically flat, and then you have a lip right here, a ridge. So what we need to do, to push this out, we need to push it this way, because if we push it this way, then the lip is, or the ridge right there, is gonna hit the actual control arm part. So we gotta push it out the opposite way. When we put it in, we're gonna push it in there and then push it in this way. So what we're gonna use this ball joint press. So you can rent these from AutoZone or Riley's. A buddy of mine gave it to me. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to get the appropriate sizes to do this. I'm going to use this cup right here to put it on this side. And when you do this, you're just gonna kind of mess around with it. Perfect. Alright, so this is our clamp. One way is gonna screw in, the other way it has a hole for the ball joints. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna use this adapter, is the middle one. And then this one, as you can see, there's two different ones. This actually has a space so this can push into it. So once I put this together, you can see how it's gonna work. Our setup now, as you can see, And that spacer in the middle right there is basically there for voided space. So when we start cranking this clamp on, the bottom piece is going to push the actual bushing upwards towards the voided space, and that's where it's going to allow it to pop up. Move this to the side so y'all can see. Hook up our air gun, and it should pop right out. I don't know if you can see it right there. All right. All right, so this is almost out. Now what we can do, as you can see, we have a little bit more. I'm gonna get something right here that I can put like a little socket, and that's gonna help it push it out the rest. So I got the right side socket right here. Make sure it fits in there. Bit of pressure, and it's gonna pop right out. And there you go. And your bushing's out. So that's your bad bushing right there. It's just pretty worn out compared to this new one. Alright, so right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to put this back on, because basically it's the same thing as the other side. So I'm just going to put this back on. And remember, we're going to use this as a reference point when we push this back in. So now the other side, what we need to do, we're going to put this side over here, and we're going to push. I'm going to put this side over here to give us leeway so this can go out, and then we're just going to use this piece right here to push and drive that in. Now we're centered. As you can see, that's going to be my setup, and we're going to get it started. Now it's starting to go in. We're going to put our reference right here. Make sure that and there it goes. It got to the point that we needed to. Alright, so we're gonna make sure that is in. And as you can see from our reference point right here, we're golden. Alright, so there you go. That's how you put a brand new bushing into these control arms. Alright, so this is bonus footage. So I got the old bushings right here, 2 of them, and this is our new control arm, or refurbished control arm. Alright, so this is gonna go back in the car. Like I said, the ball joint on this one is still good. We have the grease fitting on the top. Like I said, the customer changed it out recently, so there you go. And don't forget, please put a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. And on top of that, please hit that little notification button right there. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's not really there. There's an invisible one. But there's going to be a notification button in the bottom. There's going to be a little bell. Hit that right there so you can get all the notifications on the newer videos, so you can get caught up to all the Oz Mechanic videos. I hope you have a nice day.